Let's cut straight to the chase. There are millions of meme coins out there and almost all of them crash and burn. But if you could figure out which ones belong to the elusive 1% that actually explode, you'd be miles ahead of the crowd. The truth is, you're competing against pros who have insider knowledge and advanced trading tricks. If you don't arm yourself properly, you'll end up as someone else's exit liquidity. In this video, I'm going to show you how I cut through the noise and zero in on potential gems in the meme coin space. But let's talk about the problem first. 99% of meme coins end up worthless. It's ruthless out there. You see a flashy shot, you jump in, then boom, the market tanks. You end up losing all of your money. I see this happening on repeat because I can see the analytics. So please, let's stop doing that. Let's not waste any more money. So most meme coins, they just come and go. That's what they do. They get hyped, they dump, and that's kind of how this game is played. Basically, once hype takes off, the pros and the insiders are already in, raking in big gains while everyone else is foaming in at the top while the money is being extracted. This is the important part. They are selling as people are buying at the top, so it looks that the project is not dumping that much, but 99% of the money has already been extracted at the top. Because of the way that the graph looks, the big volume is at the top, because if you double the price once and then another time, when you look at the liquidity, it almost ends up to being the double amount of money. So the tiny little top, the tiny little peak of like 2-day peaks that you see in meme coins, that is where millions and billions of dollars are extracted in just a few days. But to most people, it just looks like a random peak, but that is where the extraction happened. Let's talk about some basics. How do you start by separating real opportunities from trash? I like to start with what I call the research phase. You sift through the market by looking for strong indicators, consistent volume, decent market cap, and a concept that the crowd can rally behind. Sometimes you can use aggregator sites that list newly launched tokens or advanced scanners that track community engagement. One of the keys is just to filter for a minimum market cap, because you don't want to end up being rug pulled. We don't have time for that, and that ruins the entire strategy. Personally, I trade more in the long term on bigger meme coins, but if you're a fast trader, you need to keep an eye on the real-time volume, not just the 24-hour volume. So this is how you start doing this. Once you gather a short list of tokens that fit your criteria, solid volume, at least some social chatter, and a meme that resonates with a wider audience, you move on to deeper analysis. Normally, you might do standard technical analysis, looking at trend lines, support and resistance, but that can still leave a lot of guesswork. That's where the biggest problem comes in for most traders. Emotions take over. They see a chart that looks bullish, throw in a chunk of money, only to watch the devs dump on them because they missed one crucial clue in the data, and that is a change in volume that we need to predict, and this is something I'll talk more about later in the video. This sudden change in volume is very important to keep a close eye on. There's also something you can do that will increase the odds of you placing the right trade, and that is to pay attention to community signals and the community itself. I'm not saying copy what the community is saying, but look at what the community is doing. Are they constantly pushing it on social media and getting real engagement? I think the important thing here is real engagement and not just bought fake engagement. You need to look at it closely and analyze, is this project alive, or are they just trying to make it look alive? So don't do what they say, analyze it for yourself and see the action happen and analyze the action. Is this real action? Is this a real community? Is this real engagement? This is basically where I bring in my own method, my next gen trend trading strategy. After being in crypto for over 8 years, I realized that guesswork kills profitability. Basically, I simulate over time and with a lot of backtesting in order to get an average win rate, and this is what I play with over time. My approach is to combine basic short analysis, support and resistance levels with a custom tool that I built that is called the next gen indicator. Basically, the next gen indicator is what removes emotional trading from the equation by sampling trading volume over specific time spans and cross-referencing those patterns with previous market trends. It flags the exact moment a coin's trend is changing. It tells us basically when to get in and when to get out of the project, whether that's shorting a dying meme coin or longing one that's about to rip. One of the most powerful features we discovered is that the next gen indicator often catches insider action right before a big marketing push. We'd see volume spikes that indicate, or well, a small volume change that indicates someone new big news was coming. It also helped us dodge potential rug pulls by flashing red right before tokens collapse, because usually right before a token collapses, things happen to the volume that changes the trend. For example, it perfectly timed the short on Luna right before the entire project imploded. What we also do here with my own strategy, and so this is something you can integrate to your own strategy as well, we sync the trades with the larger market trends. If you're trading a meme coin on Solana and Solana itself is turning bullish, the odds of success go up dramatically if your meme coin charts confirm that same uptrend. The synergy between the parent token and its meme children can multiply your winnings, and it's basically a good thing to keep track of. There's also one thing you need to do. You want to get in before coins hit major exchanges, and this might sound difficult, but it's actually not that difficult. When you take your first strategy into account, making the list of the projects, all of these projects will list on smaller exchanges before they list on bigger exchanges, so it's actually very simple. So personally, I like to use exchanges that list meme coins early. I've dropped my recommended exchanges in the links down below, so you can hop onto projects before they show up basically everywhere else. And when you combine this sort of ruthless analysis with my own strategy and indicator, finding the projects early, you'll see precisely which meme coins are about to take off. So at the end of the day, all of the money is made by having your own strategy. You can develop it for yourself. I think it's something you need to integrate with what works personally. Get a strategy, stick to it, extract as much money as possible, and compound your gains over time. Good luck out there in the market. I hope you all make massive gains, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.